Yo, welcome to the New Normal Podcast. Today we got a fire topic, and you know it's going to be a controversial one if you read the topic already. Are black women abusing pretty privilege? Today I got the date master with me. Go introduce yourself.
It's the Date Master checking in at the New Normal Podcast. Make sure you follow my YouTube channel at the Date Master. Make sure you follow my Instagram, the Date Master, and my vintage clothing store, the Legacy Room, the Legacy Room, legacyroomvintage.com. Website is under construction. It will be up soon. Y'all go check us out.
Oh yeah. So if y'all haven't been paying attention to this news cycle that has been going on, we have one lady in Walmart, and I think it was in Mississippi or was it Missouri? I think it was Mississippi Walmart, and she had an employee by gunpoint in Mississippi. We have another woman in the airport throwing a computer monitor at an employee there because her children went to the bathroom for a few minutes and she could not find them. So we're going to start off by playing the video of the woman in the Walmart. Let's play it. Bro, just how she looking, her hair, everything she got on. I don't know what happened to her. What you think? What you think prompted her to go to a Walmart?
I definitely want to get into a breakdown of this whole thing from top to bottom. Just looking at her, she's going through some stress. That's clear to say. Uh, she's more likely in a single mother position. I'm not gonna just put kids on her, but I can bet she's a single mother dealing with stress. It's the holidays. People don't understand that the holidays bring a lot of pressure to parents that are in financial
Turmoil.
turmoil, and that may have that may also being emotional because it brings out emotions as well. So not only do they have to deal with trying to get Christmas presents, trying to get food, trying to make sure bills are covered, but they're also dealing with maybe the absence of the father or the absence of a lover. This brings a lot of stress to people. I would say more so women, because women kind of buy into the holiday. They want to do the matching pajamas. They want to do all of these things for certain validation. So you could just look. She's anxious, a lot of anxiety going on. She looks like she don't look too bad. Like she look like she just like say had a rough day. But this right here, this is one of those. She's at her wit's end. She don't know what else to do, and this is her breaking.
Yeah,
It's a breaking point. It's crazy.
that is crazy. And the video that we have.
Before you about to go to the next one.
Nah, not the next. I was going
Uh,
to play the news report.
Oh, okay, good.
Let's see what they say on the news about her. Hold on. Screen share. See what they say.
Incident for everyone that was involved. Now, we're not sure how many people were inside the Walmart at the time of the hostage situation, but I can only imagine, just because Christmas is only a few days away, that a lot of people were inside doing some last minute Christmas shopping. Now, we do have more information about this shooting. MBI releasing a statement regarding the incident, saying that one person is dead. A woman that was holding another person hostage was shot and killed by a Richland officer. No one else was injured. Now, this was initially reported by Richland police via their social media, saying that there was an incident at the Walmart involving a weapon. The scene is secure. We're told this incident happened around 5:45 p.m. Our crew spotted the Rankin County coroner arrive on scene later in the evening. We spoke to one witness describing that scary moment walking into Walmart for Christmas shopping just before being told to leave immediately.
Barely got in, people were running out and people were screaming, "Get out," to me and my cousin. So, of course, we ran out and it was just horrifying. And then we heard the gunshot. And of course, there's 15 police cars here. I just counted them. And it's just terrifying.
At this time, we do not have any more information about what led to the shooting, but again, no one else was injured. Now, today we're hoping to get some more information about what led to this shooting, as well as the name of the person who was killed. And we also don't know if Walmart will be open today. However, I am starting to see employees show up to work, so we are going to get in contact with them. I haven't been able to so far this morning. Live in Richland, Madeline Nolan, 16 WAPT News.
Bruh, reading these stories and watching these stories, bruh, it's sad and sad and sad. And like I said, it's a lot of pressure on people. It's a lot of pressure on people in general without the holidays going on. You got to think about food going up. You
A
got
lot
to
of
think
things
of
going up. Yeah.
everything going up. Pay the only thing that's not going up.
Yeah. Now I do want to give pushback on the pay not going up because you don't put we as black people, and I'm gonna talk about this. It's some particulars that I think a lot of people would miss, but we let society and the government and these outside entities dictate our income instead of believing and investing in ourselves to learn the skill or pick up something that they like and monetizing it. We don't want to put in the work because it's a lot of groundwork before you see revenue coming in. And we say, well, I'm only making this. You limit yourself based upon what society told you you're supposed to do, which is work a job.
Yeah.
Now, I want to go back because what just happened here is she did what I would like to call, and I'm gonna do a video on this, called grandstanding. She
Mhm.
went to a place that she knew was gonna be a lot of people. You talking Walmart,
Yeah.
a couple
Holiday season.
holiday season Walmart. She knew she was gonna get an exposure. So what this is just the emotional breaking. Well, this is gonna be my grandstand. I'm gonna go all out on the biggest stage I can go.
Mhm.
And then we also have to look at why was she shot and killed versus shot and disabled. Now people say, well, it's a life or death situation because she got the gun, but if these trained officers should be trained how to shoot to pretty much disarm. You see what I'm
Mhm.
saying? This is more like this is an opportunity to kill one of us.
Right.
And people don't pay attention to this, but it's a lot of things at play. She did this grandstand to where she wanted to go out on the biggest stage possible. I want to say she had a death wish. She knew she was gonna get killed.
So I gotta ask you a question. Somebody got you hostage right now.
Yeah.
You want the police to injure them and or maim them? You don't want the police to kill them?
It'll be hard. It's hard because I could die too by it. You see what I'm saying? So if they shoot to kill, it could also, you know what I'm saying? It's hard
But
to
they
say.
should, but if you hostage, you can aim that anyway. I feel like you always gonna be in the line of fire no matter what.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna take that aim and shoot at somebody that has me hostage, I
Yeah.
want you to kill them.
I can see that. I mean, like I said, it's hard to say because I ain't in that position and I'm not
Yeah.
looking at who. Because once you in that proximity, you can kind of feel the person out to see what are they really, you know what I'm saying, serious, or is this just, excuse me, a breakdown? But I mean, logical, yeah, I would say yeah, take them out. But I think with this woman, you can kind of see the jitters. You can see a lot of anxiety. You can see a lot of stuff going on. But I don't know, man. I think it's an unfortunate situation. But this is what a lot of women, and I did a video, I think we talked about this, about the uprising in violent women,
Yeah.
especially women in our community. It is a far cry, and it is a result of a lot of things that has been left out of order for so long. And one of those things is the family dynamic and the lack of accountability that women have been faced with, to where she would even think to go to do this to think she can get away.
Well, I guess that will go back to like what we're seeing now with Meg Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez. Like, do you think there will be some accountability if Tory is found not guilty?
I think it's going to be a scapegoat. I think a lot of women are still going to say he did it because the bullet has not came up. And even just to neutralize that, I'm not a physician, I'm not a doctor, but I've seen the comments from doctors. I've seen thorough breakdowns of this case to where, and even her behavior, to where they say it's 26 bones in the foot. If she was shot, she would not be able to put any pressure on. And I think within a few days, she was twerking.
They said in the body cam footage from reports from the courtroom, she was walking that when the police got there.
she wouldn't have been able to do that with that. If a bullet wound is not like a cut. And again, these doctors confirmed, they came on some of these panels and said we don't even treat gunshots with sutures or stitches because it's not a laceration. It is a hole. You can't stitch a hole up with stitches. You have to treat that totally different.
Right, because my dad got shot 3 times and they just put some gauze over it and hoping that it stops.
It heal on itself.
It heal up.
Yeah.
And they leave like little balls and stuff like where heal up.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I said, and then the funny part about even that Meg Thee Stallion shit. Did you remember hearing the article or the comments about the bullet fragments went missing? They supposedly pulled out her feet.
Exactly.
So that was weird in itself because you had 2 doctors both contradicting each other, but the other doctor, I guess it was like a day later, that examined her, said she had bullet fragments. The other one said she had glass, and now the bullet fragments are missing, which is a weird thing. And then we still don't even know we have actual proof that she was shot or x-rays or anything that we've seen from the public. So I guess we have to wait to see what comes out, with the verdict, what people say. I guess we'll get a chance to hear Tory Lane's side. Like I said, we're seeing a lot of stuff, and not just black women in general. Women in general are running amok right now, and we're starting to technology really fuck women up.
Facts.
Cell phones,
social media. I'm gonna say technology. I say social media.
DNA
specifically.
DNA.
What you mean? Mixing the DNA from different men?
Because we can find out who the baby daddy is now. DNA fuck women up too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So it's a lot of like contraceptives, abortion, cell phones, or social media. So much technology has fucked women up so much that it's like they don't know if they coming and going. They don't know how they should move. And I say this all the time: women and men can do the same things. The problem is the outcome. And I think that's the problem that a lot of women are having now. It's the outcome, because you will see women now cry about men judging them off body count, right? So they'll judge them off body count, and it'll be like, why would you move in such a way that in today's society that men do not accept women who are loose or promiscuous, but you still decide to move in that way and think that you're going to get the outcome or bag the type of man that you want?
I mean, it's a lot of things with that, man. You got women like Meg Thee Stallion making this music. It'll be no different than, let's say, the Pooh Shiesties or the Gucci Man who rap about killing and sliding on ops and doing all of this violence, and they get caught up in violence. Nobody's gonna have pity of them, but you have women that, like Meg Thee Stallion, Cardi B, talking about they sleeping with all these guys, they hot girl summer doing this, but when faced with that truth, you want to lie about it.
Yeah,
which is a contradiction to where you don't even believe in what you're saying, because if you did, you would stand on it.
Yeah,
you would not hide it, you would not lie about it, you would stand on your lyrics. If this is what you really rapping about, this the message you conveying. So that in itself is a call to action to really review and put rap music under the microscope from men and women, to say, if you are feeding lies and getting paid, we can't really support that. And also, if you're a woman, like in this case, getting faced with your truth, meaning even if you did sleep with such and such, it's okay, but you put the notion out there that it's okay to be this way. So if we come with you with the stuff you said is okay to do, why is that a problem?
Right.
You got a platinum song talking about big old freak.
Yeah, or you on the song talking about wet ass pussy.
Yeah, but then when we say, well, these guys are saying this, I didn't do that, or you can't judge me, but you don't mind making money off of it. You don't mind poisoning the minds of the youth with it.
Right.
I was looking at an interview, bro. It was a lady. She was a counselor. She said she was in a classroom and she asked, it was all girls at this point.
Mm-hmm.
It was 8th grade class. She asked a girl, what are your goals? And one of the girls said to have 2 kids. And she said, you just want to have 2 kids? You don't want to get married and have a family? You know what the girl said?
What?
Nah, because if I marry him, I can't put him on child support. This a 13-year-old girl saying this. Where she got that from?
Her mama. That's probably the environment she grows up in, or her family dynamic right now.
Exactly. So
to even know about child support at 13 and how to put somebody on child support is a weird thing.
If you're gonna put out music, if you're gonna put out a message, you better stand on it. Because if you don't, you gotta have the same compassion for these rappers that's dying. A rapper just died, rest in peace, Big Scar today. You listen to his music, got a certain tone. You got other rappers who've died at the hand of violence. If you put out a certain message, that message is going to translate or I would say transform into energy, and it's
Mhm.
gonna find you, and you're gonna have to address it. You're gonna have to face it. You can't talk about death and murder and all this and think you're not gonna be faced with those type of scenarios. The same
Yeah.
way you can't talk about jumping dick to dick and all of this. And if you doing that in real life, you don't think your past gonna come out and people gonna hold this in front of you will say, "Man, you rapped about this so pridefully, so arrogantly. Now that you're faced with it, now you want to deny it or now you want to be ashamed." Did she say something like she wish he would have killed her that night or something like
That's
that?
what they said. She said on the stand that she knew that she was going to get this much backlash for basically being shot. And it's like what people got to understand, and this is the issue. The issue is not her being shot, honestly. The issue is what she said and aligning what she said to what
True.
other people saying. So basically, you said, "Hey, this man did X, Y, and Z." Well, did the eyewitness say he did X, Y, Z? Does the evidence show he did X, Y, Z? And that is the issue that she's running into. When you get on Gayle King and say, "I did not physically assault anyone that night," which came out to be false because you and your friend got to fighting,
Mhm.
and "I did not sleep with Tory Lanez." You got two big lies in that statement. And women are so simple. Women say, "What does it matter that she got shot? What does it matter if she slept with Tory Lanez if she still got shot?" Well, that's a big factor because that is the motive of why you would get shot. Because
Exactly.
if you are trying to say that, because a lot of women are arguing and saying, "Well, the reason Tory Lanez shot her is because she said something about his career." If y'all don't know Tory Lanez's career in 2020, before this incident, Tory Lanez was one of the most populous niggas out there at the time. The quarantine radio, he was
Facts.
about to sign a big
Facts.
deal. He just
Facts.
went independent. And then what a lot of people don't know, but from what people are saying that's inside the courtroom, every time Tory Lanez was supposed to be signing to Rock Nation came up in the court, it was an objection. See, I didn't know this, but that's what a lot of people are saying, that Tory Lanez was supposed to had signed the Rock Nation but decided to go independent. Meg the Stallion just went over to the Rock Nation, and first couple days, she said she didn't know who shot her. Her back was turned with the whoop. Then it's like they got it in her ear because it's like a whole play. You know,
Yeah.
you get bigger publicity if you say Tory Lanez
Exactly.
shot me. And it's like to push him and be like, "Oh, nigga, you ain't gonna sign with us on some bullshit because it's a wicked, wicked world out there. If we can't get the money off you, nigga, you ain't finna make the money either." And so now you got these two women that backdoor each other because it's not happen. This is not the first time it happens. You
Right.
got Kelsey and Megan, and both of these people are plotting against this one man and say he did it because it makes more sense because your music, your persona, you just got jammed up with some guns or something like the year prior. So it's easier to blame the man because you would think that the man would even possess the gun. Come to find out that his DNA wasn't on the gun, or it was inconclusive. Let me say it was
Inconclusive. Yeah.
inconclusive, but they could not match his DNA on the gun. And there's 4 types of other DNA on the magazine. And the weird part is, why don't y'all have Kelsey DNA to run this match?
It's a lot of things at play when you look at money because she's an investment. The same way, and not even put it on Ti. Like when Ti got caught up with the guns, when you get into that music industry, from what I noticed, if you have a large audience, you're going to get a lot of leniency and a lot of support because people have invested in you and you're being used.
Yeah,
Rap music is a tool of destruction at this point. You look at all this crime, all the murders, just look at your Instagram.
yeah,
We went to our mental organization. We went to Green Acres about a week or so ago, and this boy in the 8th grade talking about he had got into it with a chick and her boyfriend talking about drop your location. I'm gonna slide on you doing this. They 13 talking like this. Where they getting it from? They getting it from the rap music. Not
yeah,
saying that the rap music is responsible because it's really the parents who's supposed to be supervising their children, but nonetheless, this rap music is being pushed on a particular group of people, which is majority black boys and black girls.
yeah.
So with the Meg Thee Stallion, when you lie, you discredit your whole testimony. One lie will
Right.
compromise 1,000 truths.
And
One lie.
the thing is, both of them lied, but I don't think either one of them expected this to go to trial.
Nah.
They did not expect this to go to trial. That's why Meg the Stallion can get up there and say, "No, I didn't sleep." And then you got to understand when she did his interview with Gayle King, her and Party was talking, and I'm pretty sure she probably lied to that man too
Of
and
course.
said I didn't sleep with him because, like I said, this Meg the Stallion shit. Even though she lied about having sex with Tory Lanez, that's a big lie because that is a motive. When you find out Tory Lanez was sleeping with Kelsey first, then Meg the Stallion starts sleeping with Tory Lanez behind Kelsey's back. And when you find that out, it's like, oh, that is a motive for Kelsey to be upset when you find out hasn't happened only one time. It's happened more than once.
And she called out about it.
And she, from reports and what I've been hearing from the case, Kelsey beat Meg the Stallion up, had time to get out, go back around the car, get a gun, and come back and shoot Kelsey. This is what reports are saying from people that's in the courtroom who was hearing testimony and seeing what the eyewitness said. And like I said, this has been a real shit show. It's a witch hunt. And when you have, it was another thing that's scary about this. When you have the district attorney knowing that they don't have nothing, and on two separate occasions try to throw in late charges on someone.
Facts.
Two separate occasions during the trial tried to throw in new charges. I think the last charge they were trying to do was the bribery or intimidation.
Right.
And then the one before that was another gun charge or something like that. So it's a scary thing that we got people playing with folks' lives like this off a drunk night.
I want to definitely touch on that. And the thing that I have, because I want to get into the bigger picture, not so much the case because we don't know that the verdict hasn't come out yet, but my message to women and men, as a caveat, this is something that I've become frustrated with. To Emmett Till, now you got Tory Lanez, is many other males who have been sacrificial lambs to protect women's destructive reputation.
Right.
So these women out here sleeping around, doing whatever. They see a black man as a fall guy. I did a video about that. The black man is America's favorite fall guy. He's the go-to guy. If you want to shirk some responsibility, get a black man to take the fall. So what I want to hone in on is when you lie on a man's, if you say a man shot you, you did you see all the rappers that was coming at Tory Lanez? He had all type of rappers, people that's not rappers but in the industry, got connects to street ties. This man had to move very strategically. If not move at all, he had to be protected, because a lie, which is coming from a woman, can say anything is going to be perceived as truth. So her putting that lie on him put this man's life in danger, and women standing behind her to protect and perpetuate this lie is unacceptable. Because if he was to lie and say she did something, y'all would be coming at his neck saying, why you lying on her?
Right.
We can't let things like this just slide and we just get on to the next topic, because it's unacceptable. You cannot make up a lie and say you didn't do this or he did this and he didn't do it, and then you don't be held accountable, because it's going to send a message to women still that you can still do things like this and you're not going to have any consequence. How many men are in jail now because of false rape allegations? How many? And they get released 10 to 15 years later, 20 years later, having to go through all kind of terror, all kind of violence behind that wall, all because of a lie. It is unacceptable, and you got to have men to step up instead of trying to simp and coming to her aid and saying this and that. Man, bruh, that's not gonna get you that ass. I'm sorry.
What is even more scary is the amount of these men who come from single mothers who feel like they can't question a woman. I had a conversation with my cousin. He was talking about all the bullshit that his mother used to do. And he said it got to the point where his mother would look at him and make him lie. And if he did not lie in certain situations, she would punish him. So he said he got to the point where he felt like it was okay to lie because his mother would make him lie for him, lie for her. Yeah. So it's sad that even I remember one of the songs he was talking about, like, I can't believe you, Bun B, saying something against me about shooting Meg the Stallion and you don't know what the fuck going on. Yeah. I can't believe how many people came out and said something so fast about Tory Lanez. And before this shit happened, all the people was talking really, really good about Tory Lanez. He's a nice guy, cool to be around, fun,
Yep.
never seen any violent nature or anything like that. All of these people in the industry was talking about how this dude was a cool dude, laid back, don't give you no trouble. Same kind of talking points they talk about Takeoff. They got murdered. The
Facts.
same way they talk about Takeoff. A lot of people was talking about Tory Lanez as well.
Yep.
And so it was scary that we had so many people coming up and saying this type of stuff without even letting the facts come out. And I've been adamant before it came out, and I don't know, just a spirit, just looking at the whole thing or whatever. When I was looking at the trial, how it came out, my wife would tell you when this shit came out, I said that girl shot Meg Thee Stallion.
Yep.
When it came out, I said that girl shot Meg Thee Stallion. She said, "Why are you so confident that the girl shot Meg Thee Stallion?" I said, "If y'all probably don't remember this, Meg Thee Stallion came out earlier that year, joking and playing, and thought it was funny that she had went to jail prior for fighting one of her other boyfriends.
Exactly. She got a
So
history.
She has a history of this. So that's why I'm like, bro, why is we sitting here acting as if we gotta, what is it, believe all women, or that hashtag protect black women, when black women are typically the downfall of a lot of black men?
They don't want to accept truth. See, we supposed to talk nice and sugar and spice it up and all of that. No, the number one problem that plagues the black community is not being held accountable. Men are held accountable every day. I know my shortcomings. I know my flaws. I know what I had to work on. I accept it and I put in the work to correct. But if I had the same conversation with a woman, she's not going to do the work. She's going to try to cover it up. And she's going to move on and just keep doing this vicious cycle. It's okay to be in the wrong, but you got to correct it. Now, the thing about moving around like Meg Thee Stallion with, whether it's the baby, we don't care who you slept with. If you gonna do it, own it. Don't lie about it. If this is who you are, if that's what you want to do, own it. Because the moment you lie is the moment trouble is gonna find you. And I always tell men, and I don't want to call Meg Thee Stallion a hoe, but if the shoe fits, wear it. Men, you need to stay away from hoes. Myself, I don't deal with hoes, period. I don't talk to hoes. Because one thing I know for sure, hoes are messy.
Very.
And mess can get on your clothes. And some of that mess you can't get out.
And the crazy part about these hoes, they like to write books like Brittany Renner. You seen her and Jess Pearly.
Facts. I ain't seen it, but I mean, just her just even getting airtime. When you mess with hoes, you're gonna find trouble.
Why do we let people like this speak?
Because she's a pretty woman. This goes to the pretty privilege. If a woman is beautiful, have a sense of a sex appeal and attractiveness, just like Meg Thee Stallion was twerking, she was still getting thousands of comments just because she's shaking her ass. I don't care nothing about that. So
Right.
woman, again, it's just this natural thing. We're gravitated to attractive and shiny things. So no matter how toxic it is or how destructive it is, they're still going to get the airtime just because of the look it's going to get.
Yeah, because like I said, Brittany Renner talking about her reputation now. And basically she understands that her reputation has put her in a smaller group or a smaller dating pool, for one.
Yeah.
And it's even smaller because of the type of dude that she still requires and wants, even though she put herself in this dating pool. She the one that got online talking about sucking dick. She the one that got online, talking about, hey, most of these basketball players or athletes don't wear condoms. So if you want to get a baby out of them,
Yep.
It's easy. These are the things that women put out on the internet. And then when people bring them back up to judge them off of these things that they say, then it becomes an issue. Oh, it's social media. Oh, you shouldn't believe social media. Well, it is social media, and some things are for entertainment. But when you're sitting in a car and saying stuff about how you move, and you have all these guys and athletes coming about how they deal with you, fly you out, and make you spend your whole money to fly you out,
Right.
like Colin Kaepernick said.
You gotta get your own flight.
You gotta get your own shit.
Yeah.
It looks bad on you, especially as a woman. And that's the thing is, we gotta draw the line on entertainment and letting women speak so much and speak so freely and speak like
They're gonna call you a misogynist for that.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, you're a misogynist.
I'm not a misogynist because I don't hate women. I just see the landscape.
See, now you know how a lot of people, women more so, don't even know the definition of that word.
They don't.
They just throw it around. Now, the thing about what you just said, you can say whatever you want. You gonna have to stand on that shit one day.
Yep.
So if you're talking big and bad, Charleston White, prime example. I love Charleston White content, and he know what he says is inflammatory. He knows what he's saying is triggering,
That's why he
and
bought them weapons.
he move in that fashion. You see him showing the guns. You hear him listen. You listen to him. He say he moving around with security and the police. He know what come with what he do. But women, on the other hand, think they can do and say these things, and they just gonna go about their day.
Right.
You know what's so crazy? I look at women and, I just look at my dating history. I don't have nothing bad to say about any women I dealt with because I understand the process of temporary situations. You see what I'm saying? The relationship, I already know what it's gonna look like. I know women playbook. I know what you're gonna. I got your playbook, ladies. I know what you're gonna do. I know when you're gonna do it. I know how you're gonna do it. I just play it out and let you hang yourself. I'm gonna give you all this rope. I'm gonna give you so much rope, and you just think you're gonna just slide under the radar, sneak. We know your playbook because all of y'all are working out of the same exact playbook. Y'all are not doing anything new. So when you look at the quality of what a woman says, is going to be indicative to how she move. So if she's giving excuse and permission for a Meg Thee Stallion to do and move and say the shit she do, she got that in her too. They don't understand it. What you protect and what you stand behind, that is what you represent. The same way if I was to say, I wanna with the what's the minor attractive persons, all of this this evil pedophile.
Yeah.
If I was to come and say this on social media, people will take what I say serious.
Right.
I can't say it's just social media. I don't really mean you can't judge me by what I say. That's a lie. You're gonna judge me by what I say because why would I even have interest in that?
Why would you even be comfortable letting it come out your mouth?
Why would I be comfortable letting it come out my mouth if it's not in my spirit?
Right.
What's in you is gonna come out of you. Period.
Yep.
Men and women, what's in you is eventually gonna come out. So if you have ill intent, if you have manipulative ways about yourself, it's gonna come out. But the thing with women, what I've learned in my history with dealing with a lot of women, y'all think y'all smarter than men, and you're not. You have men that are just so weak and don't see the value in themselves. They will just ignore things that they know. They won't bring. They know you cheating. They know you. They know you got a work bay. They know all of this, but they're not going to bring it to their attention because they don't want to interrupt the peace that they have gotten with you, or they don't want to interrupt the scraps that you give them. They know everything you do. But yet y'all think y'all just super slick and just moving around and doing all of this and don't nobody know. We know what you're doing. We know what you're doing. So when it comes to you, don't lie about it. Don't try to hide it or try to shame a man into why he bringing up the shit you said and did.
All right, now we finna play this other video. And the reason we playing these videos is to show that protect all black women is a facade, is a talking point, is to cause more separation and division between black men and black women.
Right.
Because these are women who do not need protection. These are not women who are soft, docile, aren't argumentative. These aren't people or women who take orders very well unless it's a check or a dick behind it. Like I said, these aren't women who need to be protected. And case in point right here. And if you've seen that video, that was a woman throwing a computer monitor at a worker in the airport because her children decided to go to the restroom for a few minutes and she thought they lost her child. Is this a proper way to act?
Now, just looking at how is the airport staff and personnel responsible for your children?
They're not.
And you're throwing a fit because this is a prime example of not being held accountable. You're saying the airport personnel is responsible for your children behaving and minding you. When you say sit down, don't move until I get back, and they do the opposite, that's no one's fault but yours.
Which is, like I said, it's sad that we come to this point where we know what's going on. We see it time and time again. We've seen, like, the lady that ran her boyfriend over outside of the store. You seen that?
Oh yeah. And
And she
up,
killed.
up
She
north,
killed.
yeah.
Yeah, she killed. I think both people was
It was a
ran.
pedestrian.
Yeah, ran a pedestrian behind
Yeah.
her boyfriend,
Yeah.
and she killed him too.
Yep.
And got out and started beating him up after she ran him over. This is what we see every day. And it's crazy because the news cycle is getting flooded by Black women misbehaving.
Do you know how many videos I get sent to my DM a day? How many videos I come across a day? This is the elephant in the room. The passport bros. I want to use them for as a aid for this talking point. You got men who are pursuing women in another country. First, they're developing the skills to generate the income to even travel. That's the first thing they're doing. So these men, passport bros, passport gang, all of these men are putting themselves in better financial positions to go thousands and thousands of miles to other countries to deal with their women. How does that not alarm you to say we got a problem? You got platform after platform after platform, podcast after podcast of men with other men. I'm gonna use I ain't gonna get this new normal podcast, but I'm gonna use Fresh and Fit. I seen Fresh and Fit with middle-aged white men, Hispanic, Asian, and other Black men, men of all walks of life, all nationalities, on a podcast together discussing female behavior. That has never happened in the history of this country. I would say the word. I can't look at nowhere in any place in the world where you had Asian, white, Anglo-Saxon white men, Hispanic, Black, Sudanese, island men sitting on a panel, and these are well-to-do men discussing the state of female nature and behavior. That alone should show you we have a problem. That alone should show you that we got a problem. Because last time I checked, white, Hispanic, Asian, they don't really congregate. If y'all haven't noticed, if you can show me a picture right now of all of these different nationalities of men just kicking it. This is a rare phenomenon. So that shows you.
So you saying it's that bad right now to make men have to come together.
To make men have to come together and have 2 to 3 hour panel discussions, investing in trips to go overseas to deal with other type of women. For a woman to sit and see this and act like everything is fine, you're delusional. You're delusional. And you're gonna lose. That's why I don't have the back and forth. I don't argue. I don't have the back and forth on Facebook. I don't do it anymore because I know it's a losing battle. I got a famous saying. You hear it a lot of my videos. You know what that is?
What?
The chickens always come home to roost. They always come home, baby. You cannot get away from what you do. That's why I walk very light now. You cannot get away from your evil and manipulative ways.
Nope,
you cannot run from it. It is going to find you. Women think they can just get away. They got away here. You got these, and going back to my earlier point, where, like I said, I don't have anything to say about my exes. Cool, move on. I want you to be happy. But women have these tumultuous relationships, past, dealing with these type of men, married, in relationships, playing this dude because he a square, getting meals out of this dude. They think they can do all of that. And at the end of that, the Most High is going to have a knight in shining armor waiting for you.
Right.
That'll be like me eating pizza, wings, ice cream every day, and at the end of the week looking for abs.
Yeah, that shit don't work like that.
Don't work like that.
You
think you just like the opposite. If a woman was to go to school, let's use the most educated group of women in the world or country.
What's up, Greg? Go ahead.
Oh, just like you had that narrative. If a woman puts in 4 to 6 years of school and education, interning, clinicals, and all of this, they're going to expect a high-paying salary job or a career to be waiting for them, right?
Right.
Why do you think doing 4 to 6 years of debauchery, whole shit, you're gonna have the opposite result at the end of that, which will be a man that's gonna save you from that? The common sense ain't there. The math don't math.
The thing is with women, my mama used to tell me this when I growing up. Women hear and see what they want to.
That's facts.
And with that being said, a lot of women see the quote unquote hoes or the women who had a promiscuous past get wifed up to what they would deem a high value man or a man of means or substance, right?
Mhm.
So if you see that one person, and social media is a place where we hit follow
Right.
or subscribe,
Right.
and if that's coming down your timeline and that's all you're seeing, you think that you can get that type of man too, or that
That's true.
type of lifestyle as well. So it's actually, like I said, technology has messed women up so bad. And it's like the men, we're sitting around having these discussions and we're saying, hey, ladies, you guys are fucking sick, but y'all don't see it. You were sick. Like if we telling y'all, hey, the rise in women on psychiatric medication is at an all-time high, and women trying to act like it's not going on. When we're telling women that they're committing suicide at a higher than normal rate, they act
Facts.
like it's not going on.
Yep.
We act like these women ain't out here cutting their faces up and bodies up and trying to
Dying on a BBL table. Every day I get a story about this.
right. Why are we still trying to act like these are people that can be saved? Everybody can't go along where you're trying to go. And it's to the point where we shouldn't even be having these conversations. Like you said, we shouldn't even be talking to some of the women that we talk to. Some people are worth saving, and some people are past the point of no return.
I'm not saving you, baby. I'm sorry. I can't save you.
Yeah, and I ain't even necessarily talking about saving as in marriage. I'm talking about saving as maybe re-engineering or reprogramming their mind.
A person that seeks help and wants to do better, it's going to be in them. They're going to seek it. You can't talk them into it. You can talk to you blue in the face. If she don't want to change, this go for men and women. If a person don't want to change, if they don't want better for themselves, if they're not putting in the effort, 100% effort to get into a better spot, they're not going to get there. Nothing you can do, no motivational speech you've seen on the internet can help. Now, going back to what you said with the technology and the social media, every day I see women talking about celebrity gossip and celebrity situations. Ladies, you're not a celebrity. And then let's say for the ones who do want to aspire to be like a Meg Thee Stallion or Kim Kardashian, you got to ask yourself, do I look like Kim K? No. Am I in the geographic location as Kim K? No. Do I have the connections, the family background and foundation and support system? No. It'll be like me saying I want to play in the NBA. It's not going to happen. It's a pipe dream.
Right.
You can dream, but you got to have realistic dreams and goals, aspirations. You following everything you see on social media as far as celebrity gossip, thinking that you're a baddie. You got these chicks. Bro, do you know how many butt naked chicks I see on Instagram?
A lot.
I'm talking.
But hold on, bro. And I'm gonna say this, and I always say this. I can post some. I got 2 posts on TikTok. They muted the sound on my post on TikTok. After they mute my sound, I appeal it, and I have to wait.
Right.
While I'm waiting, I will go scroll TikTok. Here go a nipple here. Here's a see-through shirt wet with an areola here.
Yep.
Here's a pussy print right here.
Fact.
Here's a woman in a dress that's with the sun behind her. She bends over and I can see through the dress. I'm strolling and this all I see as I stroll. And I'm like, I'm simply saying something that's really not outlandish or wild or crazy. It's not like I'm saying anything about I want to cause harm or I hate anyone or
Right.
anything like that. It's just my perspective on dating and stuff, and they blocked it. And that lets you know
It's rigged.
it's rigged, and they don't want to put it in a position. What comes out of your mouth is more powerful than what goes in your mouth.
Absolutely true.
A
And-
lot of people don't understand that.
Break it down. So for those who don't get it, what you mean by that?
So your words have power. We know this. The words can shape and form even how people think, how
Yeah.
people move. You can speak what it says, speak life into people, and you can speak death into people. But when it comes to women, I say this: a lot of women are only good in our society at putting penises in their mouth. Nobody don't want to hear what they say because a lot of these women are empty vessels. They have nothing of substance to say. They don't talk about anything that's going to further society. We have women still on this wage gap debate when that has been debunked multiple times. We have on this equality debate when that has been debunked multiple times. When a woman can say, I could just look out my door and say, "Hey, you look so big and so strong. Can you please come help me move my couch for me?" And that's all you can do. Your words can make a man come and move something in your house, but you telling me that you're not equal. You're telling me the women fought to go and work, and now y'all upset because y'all are out here working.
Yeah.
Working. You got to understand why all this shit is a game, and the women are falling into the trap. Women talk this 50-50 debate. When I put you in the workforce, I can make all the prices and goods go up because now it's two people in the house working. If you stay at home, if you never fought to work, it's no way in hell they can make the prices go up. And common sense would be it had to be manageable for men to be able to support a family while women stay at home and take care of kids. Another thing to that is, of course, we want the women to work because if you go to work, that means we get to raise your kids 8 hours of the day for the next 20-something years.
Gonna make them worker bees. Yeah, we're gonna get them ready to go to the.
We're gonna treat them just like they're in prison. They're gonna sit in one down in one class, or maybe in one building, change classes with a bell ring, just like prison. You're gonna go to the cafeteria like prison. We're gonna feed them meals and nutrition that ain't healthy for them, just like in prison.
Yep. I watched the interview the other day. It was a guy who used to work in he was in the school system. I think he was on a nutrition board for like 30 years. And he said he's seen from like 70s to the 90s, the whole diet change. It turned into like a kibble, like a human feed.
Yeah.
And he said it was a lot of wheat. That's why you had this whole gluten-free thing coming. He said it was a lot of wheat. He said even with animals, he said when they start changing up the formula in the dog food, all of a sudden these animals dying earlier, they getting cancers, it's all type of stuff taking place. The diet for a person is more than just the food that you consume.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's go back to what you said as far as the women that just good, they shouldn't be speaking.
Right.
The smartest woman, I say this go for men and women. The smartest thing a woman can do is be quiet. If I was to come and say, baby, just chill, I'm gonna take care of everything. You don't have to work, you don't have to do nothing. The modern woman today, she's gonna fight me tooth and nail to go to work so she can be argumentative with me when I done gave her a whole plan that's gonna make her life super easy. But because she's been tainted and poisoned with feminist ideology, she's gonna create this fake scenario in her head that I'm going to manipulate her and I'm going to enslave her, and I'm only doing this to control her by not allowing her to make her own money. She's gonna permeate that, and it's going to seep in the relationship, and it's going to ruin it. A lot of women have been poisoned. All you have to do is just sit back and chill. That's it.
Right.
I seen so many women win by just chilling and being quiet.
Shutting up.
I seen so many women win. They get the baby, the house, the lifestyle, just by sitting back and being cool and just following, getting with a man of means or a man that's doing stuff or something. But women want this crazy lifestyle to where they say, let's go back to the 50-50 conversation. I'm gonna show you men how you take control. I seen the conversation on Facebook, and I'm looking at the men. Well, if I was to do that, she got when I seen I forgot, it may have been Jada Way, the little baby mama about the 50-50. She said, well, if I got to go 50-50, then I'm going to cheat. And I seen other women echoing these same sentiments. So you know what my response to that is? Well, if you don't go 50-50, I'm going to cheat. Your move. See, men, we have been we've lost so much power, we don't even think we can say that. So when a woman come to you and say, well, if I got to go 50-50, I'm going to cheat. Okay, babe. If you don't go 50-50, I'm going to cheat. Your move. And look you dead in the face. And if this don't work for you, bye. If you don't go 50-50, I'm gonna cheat. Now what? You see how easy I snatch that power away? Baby, the only power you have is the power of you opening and closing your legs for me.
But women know a lot of men are having sex like that. It's only a certain man they gonna try that with too, though.
It's only, and they know this. And the men that's engaged and entertain these conversations daily, they don't even understand that they're pawns and kicking this woman's self-esteem up just one more notch when she beats you with an argument and make you shut up.
Yeah.
that kicked that ego up one more notch. One more reject. Oh, she rejected another guy. Ego up one more notch. Do you know women get an ego boost off rejecting men and ignoring men?
Oh yeah, that's why they had that whole thing on TikTok about men not approaching women anymore. The women are upset that men are not approaching them to talk to them just so they can reject them.
We should never been approaching women in a sense of blind attraction. And when I say blind attraction, mean I only got attraction for you. I don't know if you got attraction for me.
Yeah, that cold approach.
Baby, you got to choose me. I can't choose you.
Right.
Because if I choose, I'm not going for. If I choose you, I didn't put the ball in your court. If you choose me, I know it's for real. So if you walking up doing the, I guess the quote unquote cold approach, where you just see this chick from afar, she hasn't noticed you, you setting yourself up for failure.
Right.
You setting yourself up for failure. She got to pick you first, then you, okay, it's me. But don't make it like it's just like I said, it's a finesse game. A lot of dudes didn't have the father or the male influence in their life to be taught these things. So they trial and error. They shack up, they do these things blindly. And some of these results that they get are non-reversible. They're irreversible. You got a baby, oh, you tied her for life.
Yeah.
Oh, you go to jail.
Because
Oh,
it ain't no 18 years and it ain't no after college.
Yeah.
That's a lifelong
you
commitment.
get a domestic violence charge. Oh, you a trucker. Oh, you gone. You done. You can't drive no more.
Hold on, let me read this by Greg. It say, if that many women are taking drugs now, when 80% of women are having babies, what's going to happen when 50% of women over 30 will be childless? Invest in drug stocks now.
Right. Now, in China, they have, I forgot the name of the land, but they have a specific area for the women, and their age is way lower than what we would consider a woman who is quote unquote unmarriageable. And I really don't even like to use that you're not wife material thing anymore, because what I could do with a chick may be different than what you can do with her.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
if she worked for the wife that I need her to be, then she could be 25 or 35.
Yeah.
If I may not want kids.
Yeah.
So I can get a chick that may be 38, but she's kept herself up. Now I gotta address the psychology behind why this woman is everything that I like, but no other man has seen what I've seen in her. I have to question that. But what I would do with her may be different than what you would want to do with her. So I don't really like to say you're not wife material, you aged out. Some women, yeah, you're gonna get to a point where you're gonna hit the wall, but I'm a personality and character person. I look at what's in a woman. All of them got the same makeup, the same lashes, same hair, baby hairs running down the side of their face. All of them looking like robots.
Yeah.
So
the uniform.
Uniform. You can find a good looking chick. What's the software though?
Yeah.
What is the software? But going back to the, the privilege that women have gotten away with, men just excuse it because we can take an emotional being for a little bit, and we will take it to get the benefit. It's just like we'll work 16 hours a day because we want to get that $2,000 check on Friday.
Right.
We want to get that overtime on it. We'll take that beating. We'll do it the same way in a relationship. We'll know she cheating. We'll know she messing around or got her next dude lined up, but we'll still stay in it because the benefit,
yeah,
which is more so gonna be sex, our primal urge to have sex.
Greg said most men want a legacy. I'm gonna share this video.
Facts. That's facts.
I'm finna share this video right here.
Okay.
Now, this is a video I seen on TikTok earlier. Some wild shit here. Let's see if I can make it just that screen.
I am pregnant with my ex-husband's baby while I'm in the middle of a divorce from my current husband. But hang tight. The story is so ratchet. You're probably going to think it's crazy. But hi, I'm Abby. Most of you probably know me as House of Keto on TikTok. But I'm here to tell you guys, I've been living two lives, one on another social media platform and one here. And the one I've been living here, I've tried to make like perfectly curated and only recipes, but I just can't do that anymore because that's not who I am. And I feel like you guys don't really know me. Like you're like, yeah, I'll give this girl a follow because she makes lunch boxes and I agree or I don't agree with how she feeds Lake version. But I'm here today to tell you guys, I can't keep living two lives. Either going to hate me, like literally hate When I was 7 years old, I met the love of my life. We literally fell in love. I was 7, he was 10. We got married when I was 19 and he was 21. We had our daughter together, Penelope, she's 12. But here's what I did. I cheated on him with my boss. Yeah, I know. I'm like a shit person. I got caught and
the way she running through this store, like this shit is normal everyday activity. Well, I'm gonna take it back.
It is, bro.
It is normal everyday activity, but for her to talk about it like it's okay is some weird shit. Like you're okay with destroying your family just to get a thrill or to bust a nut with your boss.
You know why she talking like that?
Pretty privileged.
She know dude's gonna still deal with her after the child come out. She get back in the gym, like I said, because she's an attractive woman. But this is every day, bro.
Yeah,
it's every man. You know, we talked about my videos. I talked about giving my ghost stories. I got so many stories. Like I said, it's nothing to brag about being with a lot of women, but I got a resume. I went to A&M. I traveled all the classics, out of town, NBA All-Star weekends, CIAA weekends. I'm there in the mix. NBA players around me, rappers around. I'm there with the movies and we there. The things I've seen and done, I know most men won't. They won't be able to do a lot of this stuff, especially in today's age. You have NBA All-Star weekend 2013, 14 in Houston, Texas. Oh my goodness. A lot of men do not believe that these women are capable of the things that this woman has conveyed in this video.
Yeah.
But it's some more video to it?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
And I was pretty belligerent. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna apologize.
She ain't gonna apologize.
She not sorry.
Nope.
Like, I was like, I don't think you're treating me the best. And you used to break my heart all the time when we were kids. And I deserve this, blah, blah, blah. Cut to 10 years later, living a miserable life because I ended up marrying our boss, the man that I cheated on him with. We had.
First of all, why would you marry somebody that you cheated with in the first place?
Benefit. He has some money. If this her boss, he got some money.
Think so?
Yeah, absolutely.
A child together, and we are literally in the middle of a divorce right now. But I'm pregnant with my first husband's baby. Like, well, he's actually not my first husband, but that's another story for another day. And that other one doesn't really count because I was just a ratchet teenager and I ran away from home and like married this guy that I did.
Yeah, she's damaged.
She done.
Ran away from home, married some random guy, ratchet, the language.
And she just at this point is all out. So she don't have any empathy for those who would be infected around her.
She care about building a following right now, what it look like.
Yeah. Because so many women can vouch. Oh, go ahead.
But that's a story for another day. You'll be like, what the hell? We were here for the recipe. This girl got some tea. Join me. I'm Abby. My ratchet life. Okay, so let me try to get you guys caught up. All right. So I'm not going to say the boss's name, the boss that I cheated with. I'm not going to say his name. So we're just going to call him unnamed boss. Okay. So Anthony and I met each other when we were 7 and 10 in church. I come from a big family of 8 kids. He comes from a big family of 7 kids. We were both homeschooled. Like our church was like weirdly religious, like super weird stuff. That's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. Lord. Yes, Lord. Okay, that's a whole nother story. But anyways, yeah, so we basically grew up together. Like we were always with each other, hanging out, blah, blah, blah. Anthony was like the cutest boy at the church. Everyone just loved him and thought he was so cute. I was like younger. And when you're 7 and 10, like that's a really big deal, age different wise. Cause it's like, oh my God, when's your birthday? When's your birthday? I'm 2 minutes older than you. I'm in charge, that type of thing. So when we got to be like, 13 and 16, I think it was a little bit awkward because like, the other girls that were his age were like, oh, he is cute. I was feeling Anthony back when Anthony didn't even know to feel himself. He still don't even know how fine he is. God, no, he doesn't. He don't have noodle hair. Yeah, but whatever. We still loved him anyways. And so I would get my little heart broke and stuff like that. And then, we would go back and forth, like be together, not be together, be together, not be together. But we always knew we was like each other's. And then we decided to get married when I was 19 and he was 21. And like when we got married, we were working for this boss. We were actually both working for him.
Damn.
I'm telling you, when
Bruh,
I gotta, can I get
Go ahead,
can I
go
get a
ahead.
ghost store?
go ahead.
Ghost store. I'm working. I ain't gonna say well. I'm working at a spot. Is maybe 70, 30, 65, 45, no, 65, 35 women and men. One of these call centers, you know, I worked in a couple of these. These are, if you're fellas, if you got a chick and she works in a call center, it's a wrap for you. Because it's a guy like me in there. I'm telling you, it's one guy in there like me that got the mouthpiece, the sauce, the cologne, the experience to interact and move a certain way. I'm telling you. So I'm working, you know, this chick, she works with her dude. Her dude works here. They have a kid. So they pretty much co-parenting, cohabitating. They common law married. They're not married officially yet, but they, you know, on the way, whatever. So I guess he did whatever. She wanted to get dark revenge on him. So she made a pass at me. Again, I see these two people like him. I may speak, you know, no conversation, but you know what's good, you know, head nod, because common, you know, cordialness. So I'm like, you know, what's up? Okay, bet. So they walking, so they meet on breaks. They go to break together. They go to lunch together. So I guess she was at, you know, to this point, she in a mode. So she sent me messages on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
She got on lingerie like, I was gonna wear this for my man, but I don't think he gonna like it. So I'm playing coy at this point. I'm like, cause I'm like, what? Because we never had this interaction. But she used to come and talk to me at work. The way she looked, this was I don't want to put, I ain't gonna, she wasn't us. I'll just say that. But she bad as I'm talking stupid bad, tall. She like 5'7", heels on, 160, hair down her ass. So when she walked through that, boy, it's like she galloping through there.
Yeah.
So they can look at her and see where she coming. So she coming to my desk. So, you know, she sending me these messages. I'm like, yeah, I said I like this. So she sent me some more. It's more revealing. It's more provocative. So she basically just say, you know, I'm about to get out of here. Woo, woo. I want a shot at the title. So I'm thinking, I'm like, man, I can't do this. This my, you know, my evil twin didn't come in at this point. My good twin said, Chris, don't do that. Because you never know what another man will do by his woman. Right. Especially, you never know what another man will do by his woman, especially a beautiful woman. I said, you mean to tell me you want to do this with me, knowing I see your dude every day? That's a dark revenge. So you got to ask for to listen to this. This sound is dark, but it's light compared to I intentionally want to do it with you because I know y'all see each other in passing. I know y'all see each other in passing. And I want to feel dirty or that I got away with something so diabolical that I was able to sleep with a guy that you speak to every day. So when we argument, she could say, that's why I slept with such and such.
Yeah, and that sad part about that, she tell that, then y'all might be having beef or somebody might die behind that.
Somebody can lose their life. Men lose their life. Every trouble. Rest in peace, trouble.
Yeah.
Messing with a chick in a chick spot. Man, you gotta do the proper vetting, man. And just because a chick throw it at you don't mean you have to catch it. You can just say no, bro. Like, nah, that ain't the move. Like, don't do that. But it's hard to resist that temptation. This is where the pretty privilege come in. A lot of men, they get this opportunity with this beautiful woman. They're not gonna say no.
Yeah,
they're gonna go all the way in. And you listen to her side of the story, but you ain't what she ain't telling you is how the men dealt with what she did. Would you go?
Did she just ask? I'm thinking, yeah, he was both of our bosses, so it was kind of screwed up. So like both of our paychecks were on the line. It was just weird. He was
like you saying this, and I'm sure she knew about this before she did it.
Yeah.
Why would you jeopardize both of y'all paycheck, y'all livelihood, y'all marriage? You got a child together, place of work together. Is it really that important? Because you say he treated you bad, so that's why you felt like it was okay. You wasn't remorseful or anything like that. Why do you think that this is okay? Like, if this is another thing, that revenge cheating shit gotta stop too. And people have to deal with people that's mature enough to understand it's gonna be some times where it's gonna be some hurt.
It's
If you
gonna be some
can't,
pain.
if you can't be mature enough to forgive the person you're in a relationship with, or you're talking about you love them or trying to build a life with, if you're just going eye for eye, tit for tat, it's not even worth it. You should just leave in that point. But so many people are hell bent on getting that revenge. That's why a lot of people stay in those relationships more so to get revenge instead of trying to continue to build and learn how to forgive and be mature through certain situations.
She not gonna leave until she get the revenge. Then she'll leave because the relationship already done. She caught you lying. Right. She lose respect for you.
18 years older than me. At the time, I was infatuated. I come from being homeschooled, this like really sheltered background where I wasn't really around other people. So when I'm working at this company with like people, I'm like, oh my God, people, friends. Like I couldn't wait to get to work to like see people and talk to people. And like there was a lunchroom, and like it wasn't a lunchroom like in public school because I was homeschooled, but it was still like a break room. It had a table and 4 chairs, but I just thought it was the coolest thing ever. So I was like obsessed with being there. And then this older guy telling me like I'm awesome.
She definitely got that quirky, I was homeschooled type energy to it.
She was sheltered, basically what she's saying. She has not been exposed to a certain mass of men.
And some people and men, we could pick up on it.
Oh yeah. We know that she going.
Yeah, we could pick up on it. She don't know much. And then her husband come same background.
Yeah.
He probably don't know much as either.
He green as a pool table.
Yeah, so it's like
twice as square.
Right. So both of them is like, oh, I can actually come into this, and it's not a big issue because I know I can slide in because he don't know shit and she don't know shit.
And like nobody answers phones as good as you. And I was like, really? I fell for you. I was stupid. I was so dumb. I was really dumb. I was dumb. I was so dumb. All right. So the rest of the story about how I cheated on my husband. Back in the kitchen because, y'all, I'm pregnant and I'm getting hungry. So we're gonna make a snack. I'm also trying to film this video for Safeway, but because I've been talking to y'all all morning, my phone is dying and ain't doing what it's supposed to be doing. So I'm just making some pepperoni and cheese rolls. Okay. So anyway, the boss, 18 years older than me and Anthony were both working for this boss. And the boss basically like started texting me, like he was texting me on my personal phone while I was at work, like, who's making you smile? Things like that. It was like stuff like that. And then it just turned into something that it shouldn't have been. If I wasn't supposed to be texting at work, just come over to my desk and tell me to get off the phone. But I was actually good at my job, answering the phone, so I might be on the phone with my little headset on. You couldn't tell me I wasn't Britney Spears.
She was in the call center. It's call center love. That's it.
You already said the call center.
It's a call. I'm telling you, if your chick in a call center, man, listen, it's a wrap. Get out of that.
Yeah.
Get out of there. Either get out of there, get her out of there, or you got to get out of there. One of the two. Somebody gonna touch that thing, folk. You remember who said that dude played for Bama that time? I forgot to do. He said, "Let me touch that thing, folk." After they won the championship. Yeah.
She could have said, "I was dumb" a few more times. We wouldn't mind.
Right. Crazy, man.
Yeah, but I would be like probably texting Anthony, like smiling or whatever. And he's like, the boss would text and be like, I'm sorry, I'm eating. I'm talking like y'all are here in my kitchen. Who's making you smile? Texting me on my personal cell phone. His office was like right there. He could have just been like, Abby, you need to get off the phone. You stop texting while you're working, but whatever. Yeah. Then the affair started.
Point something out real quick. She a good looking chick, but pay attention to the aesthetic. Out of all that shit she did, you see she ain't took no loss. Look at the house. Look at the kitchen. That's a nice house.
Yeah.
So these guys she messing with was of upper echelon. That's why she can speak so freely because she ain't lose.
Yeah.
Let her hit that ground, hit that concrete face.
Do you
first.
think she ever get to that point where she hit the ground?
Nope.
Why not?
Because she insulated now. She probably getting alimony. She probably getting child support. and she probably still moving in career. She a content creator now. She probably get money. She can probably monetize her social media. She good. You got to let chicks like that hit that concrete and break some of them teeth.
Yeah.
Let them hit that concrete and don't let them hit that concrete and break some of them teeth. I guarantee you, she wouldn't be on. She wouldn't be on TikTok. You got to let them hit that ground.
Yeah.
If you don't let them hit that ground, oh, okay, what I did all that, and I still get to live good. I still get to hear the echo in my kitchen like that.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? See,
well, yeah, you got a point. Well, what you think she'll teach her daughter the same shit she's
not gonna teach her daughter that. Now, what's gonna happen is her daughter is gonna, as what parents don't understand, your children are gonna grow up. You know, the Most High, see fit. They're gonna grow up and grow old and mature. Those and have families of their own and come to a certain understanding. They're gonna realize who their parents are.
Yeah.
You're gonna realize who your parents are. You're gonna mature.
Know who the fuck the one
you're gonna know who did what and why are y'all not together again? They're gonna start asking questions.
Yeah.
So with this scenario again, her being so open about the things she's done, but yet her lifestyle has not been impacted. This is that pretty privilege that a lot of women get to benefit from. No matter what they do, their quality of life don't change. Once that quality of life changes for a woman, she has no choice but to adjust. She's either going to humble herself or she's going to get on the grind and she's going to work herself to the point to where she's not even going to be marketable to a man because she's working 60 hours. Women start working 65 hours a week like we do. We put in minimum 60 hours a week and start seeing them bags of luggage hanging under your eyes, your skin dry. You're not built for that. Right. You ain't gonna see that. You're gonna run yourself ragged. So a year to you working 60 hours a week, a year to a woman working 60 plus hours a week is 2 months to a man. Or let me say that a year of working 60 hours a week for a man is 3 to 4 years for a woman.
Yeah, they're not built for that.
They're not built for that.
Women are meant to be put up.
You're not built to be working like that. You're not built for that stress. Stress is made for shoulders, not hips.
The thing is, when I used to work in like plant jobs, like working in warehouse jobs too, I would say if you're a woman working a warehouse job, that shit is a no-go.
Oh yeah, that's a wrap.
That's a wrap too. I've seen so much shit going on in the warehouse. But even the type of women that work in a warehouse or companies that I've worked, it's like as a man, I could never have my woman working in a place like that.
I never dated a chick that I worked with, but I've always dated women that I work. It's not been not one job I've worked where I have not dated a woman in that job.
Yeah,
not one. So it's natural that's why men and women can't really be friends like that.
Yeah,
we can seek advice on certain things, but the friend meaning constant contact. When you put a woman in an environment with men or men in an environment, it's a natural occurrence that attraction is going to take place.
Yeah, especially when you're around there talking to each other, flirting, looking
good.
I'm
finding out what make you tick. Oh,
yeah.
You like that cologne? I go buy the cologne.
Yeah.
Oh, you got that on? Oh, let me smell it. Oh, she's aroused at that very moment.
Yeah.
Because not only did I go get the cologne she liked, I paid attention and listened to what she said she liked. That's 2 wins.
Yeah.
Oh, you like that? Oh, I got tickets to the show. You want to go? Oh, you got tickets? Oh, I want to go. Let's go. It's spur of the moment. Women love spontaneity.
Yeah.
Oh shit, he got a ticket. Oh, there's 3.
Yeah.
So where we going after the concert?
Yeah, you right.
My spot.
Right. Hey, you right.
Go back to the crib. I got a jet rolled up. I got some Douce in the freezer. What? I got some snacks. She coming.
Yeah, she gonna be ready
because she want to cap this night off. Because now she finna play back how it started and how we got there. Okay, it was a beautiful woman I was working with. She was older too, beautiful, and we worked together for about 6. This is another ghost story. We worked together for about 6-8 months before we even had an interaction. But we talked very, we kept it clean because I think she was going through a divorce. It was something like that, but we kept it clean, professional. But we was in constant communication. And the attraction started to grow.
Mm-hmm.
And we end up kicking it a little bit, real cool. But it's just when you put men and women in a certain environment, what is natural to them is going to take place. and that's going to be a sexual attraction.
I
Not
agree.
all men, but it's going to be one. It's going to be one. Some women are very picky. Some women have a certain standard to where they don't mess around at the job unless it's a guy that they mess around with at the job.
What you mean?
The type of guy that she would deal with is in that area.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So if I'm a certain type, which I feel that I'm a lot of women type, they're going to gravitate and we're going to end up engaging each other. And that's going to be her appraising me or interviewing me to see, is he, if I take it there with him, can he handle it?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Even with the other chick, walking to my desk every day. You know, we interacting on a certain level, which brought her to the point to where she wanted to shoot that shot.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Or me going to her, well, she entertained, let me shoot my shot. I ain't saying it's always a woman coming at me, but it's just those environments where a woman uses her beauty. She coming to work, she made up, she got the nice clothes on, she got the smell good on. You're not gonna ignore that.
Right.
A man is not gonna ignore that, and they know this, which is this woman in particular saying she was able to get her boss in the same fashion. Oh yeah, we got the different angles, man. Okay. See, it got the production level up in here.
Trying to get it right.
So what you think? In the conclusion, what you think as far as the Meg Thee Stallion, the video with the woman getting murdered? What do you think women are going to do with all of this happening? Because all of this is happening simultaneously. The Meg Thee Stallion is coming to conclusion. This woman just got murdered. The woman at the airport. You got so many things happening simultaneously. Do you think women will ever see this stuff and say, we need to get it together? Because truth be told, I may only know maybe 1, 2 female mentors. How many female mentors you know they have?
I don't know any female mentors, period. Like not one.
So one would think, why is that? Why don't we have female mentor with all women coming up, getting murdered, pregnant, all this stuff going on, domestic violence? Why are there no female mentors?
I would have to say, one, I'm not looking for a female mentor. 2, which that's one I would say, but it's also crazy because it seems like when we have male mentors, they mentor women as well. So it's weird that I don't see a lot of women trying to mentor, even though I don't think women can mentor men, and I do think men can mentor women and men. I just don't know too many women like in my everyday life. Now you have, people that's like, what's that, Yana Van Zandt or whatever her name?
Yana Van Zandt. Like she retired. You saw that?
Mm-mm.
She resigned because of you know what?
Oh, is that when she said she was tired of working with black women?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
It's like Pope.
Yeah.
What's the matchmaker? Olivia Pope?
Rebecca Pope. Rebecca Lynn Pope.
Yep.
She said she had to quit because she got tired of working with black women. Because women don't live in reality.
They don't.
And then, like I said, now we got so many women living in a medicated reality. It's getting even worse. And then you got like I said, the technology with the cell phones. And then you have shit like, you'll have posts like, oh, even though he ain't the father, he can still be the father type shit post on social media. Because a lot of these women know they out here moving crazy and moving loose. So the thing is, I don't think women gonna ever get to the point where it'll all come out in the wash, but it's gonna be too late. It's gonna be when women are 40 years old, single, and no man.
I'm telling you, look it up. China has a land area. They have a community, and again, their standards are way different than ours. They consider a woman that's not married, if she's not married by the age of 26, 27, they consider her done.
Yeah.
They move up. I forgot the community. It's a community, a number of women that has not been married. No. It's none of that casual dating because the population is already pushing the limit. So they don't even let them just fraternize with men going on dates and none of that. It ain't none of that over there.
Damn.
Because a child can be a child is born over here every day out of casual sex. Yeah, they don't even
have that one child policy over there and stuff.
I want to say, yeah, it may have been 2 Don't quote.
Well, I think the first child got to be a boy, don't it?
It was something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it had to be like a boy or something.
But they got policies in place for a number of children. Though it may be one, it may be two max. I don't know.
Did you see that article that got released? It was last week or the week before last about somebody passing a law that if you get caught having sex outside of wedlock, you can go to jail.
Oh yeah, I did see. I forgot where it was, but yeah, I did see that.
Yeah. Let me see if I can find it real quick.
I remember.
You got to ask yourself, even though I think it's a heavily religious place, why are they making it a law?
We need that. This is the modern day Sodom and Gomorrah.
Yeah,
America is Sodom and Gomorrah all over. You can do what you want. You can say what you want. You can be attracted to kids. Balenciaga, you can put blood babies and put them in fashion shows, and ain't nobody gonna say nothing. Like that should be. It should be a protest every day outside any store that sell Balenciaga and Balenciaga flagship stores. You got babies. Like what?
It's Indonesia. Indonesia
okay.
bans sex outside of marriage as parliament passes sweeping new criminal code. Let me read it real quick. Indonesia lawmakers unanimously passed a sweeping new criminal code on Tuesday that criminalizes sex outside of marriage as part of a tranche of charges that critics say threaten human rights and freedom of the Southeastern Asian country. The new code, which also applies to foreign residents and tourists, bans cohabitation before marriage. What is that? Apostasy. Residents, tourists, the A word.
Apostasy.
Yeah. Apostasy, and provides punishments for insulting the president or expressing views counter to the national ideology. All have agreed to ratify the draft changes into law, said lawmakers Bambang Wiranto, who led the Parliament Commission in charge of revising a colonial era code. The old code belonged to Dutch heritage is no longer relevant. The world's largest Muslim majority nation, Indonesia, has seen a rise in religious conservatism in the recent years. Strict Islamic law are already enforced in parts of the country, including the semi-autonomous H province, where alcohol and gambling are banned. Public flogging also takes place in the region, for a range of offenses, including homosexuality and adultery. So they damn strict over there in Indonesia.
And goes to that word. That's a new word. And I say, people, men and women,
what's a new word?
Get that dictionary app on your phone. Apostasy. That's basically a total desertion of or departure from one's religion, principles, party, or cause. Basically, you abandon your religion and morals and principles. That's what they putting in the laws to restrict casual sexual encounters or marriage or sex out of wedlock. I think we need that over here more than anyone.
Apostasy, the abandonment or renunciation of a religion or political belief.
Yeah, basically, I don't believe in that anymore. I'm gonna do what I want.
Yeah,
because some of these religions, such as Islam, or however you want to pronounce it, have strict laws that you have to abide by, especially in a Muslim or Islamic country.
Yeah,
they're not gonna let you. There's sexual liberation. That's why, again, these women that like to travel, I don't never see y'all going to Saudi Arabia. I don't never see y'all going to the Middle East or some of these places over there. Beautiful land, beautiful scenery. Y'all not gonna go over there because y'all know y'all can't get away with that bullshit.
Yeah, they don't. They
ain't playing the radio.
Yeah, they gonna get fucked.
Even with the passport, bro, gang. You got some men over there that want you, some Saudi men. Yeah,
but you gonna have to follow their rules.
Yeah, you ain't about to be on Instagram bent over to where I can see your Brazilian wax. I'm talking about chicks bent over so hard you can see the inside, the inner lining of their ass.
Yeah,
I said, babe, like, what your daddy say about that? That's another thing when I see all of this stuff. You mean if you was to have this same conversation with your father?
A lot of these women ain't gonna have conversations with their father. And I asked somebody that we know why they don't have certain conversations with their father. And her reply to me was, because I want my father to still see me as his little girl. And I'm like, why are you bullshitting? Because the information that you get from your mother is not working.
You know I don't really like to get into the parental politics, but I do know women are liars by nature. I hate to say it.
They have to be.
They have to be. They have to be manipulative, because if men, this is why society and media does not highlight the situation we saw. The woman, it's so much debauchery that I see that goes under the radar from media. If the media really showed the true nature and behavior, they know it's going to disrupt the economy. Men are going to leave immediately. They're going to leave the home. They're not going to put any emphasis in pursuing women. They're not going to be fueling the economy, buying roses, going on dinner dates, doing all of this stuff, which fuels the society and economy. They know men are going to say, "Oh, no, it's a wrap. I'm not about to invest in that." They know this. So women know.
So you hold on. So you say if they really truly show women nature,
if they was the truth, if they was to really show it
on a mass scale,
oh, men gonna jump. They jumping out the window. It's out. It's over with. It's already happening now.
well, I guess
you got MGTOW, red pill, purple pill, black pill. You got these incels who just say they can't get women, so they ain't gonna even try to get them.
Yeah.
You got all of these personless interactions now. I could just get on OnlyFans or porn and just have a virtual girlfriend.
Yeah.
So if it was put out to the masses how women truly operate, that's why I say, I try to get game and show you what you're gonna get depending on the archetype of woman you choose.
Yeah.
Again, you gotta look at proximity and where you at. What kind of environment are you in? Women think that they're better than these guys and they sitting right next to them. Baby, you're not better than me. You sitting right next to me. We got the same lifestyle.
Right.
You got an apartment, I got an apartment. You got a mortgage, I got a mortgage. You work a 9 to 5, I work a 9 to 5. But yet these women try to sit on these thrones thinking they're better than men that they sit within 3 feet of. Baby, we're in the same proximity. We the same. You're not better than me. You got the same lifestyle I got.
Because they have access to a lot of other shit that most men ain't gonna get, especially early in life.
The social media, I already say social media is a digital boyfriend.
Yeah.
That's why women, if you look at these platforms and you see these clips and they ask these women, would you want a husband who give you everything you want, provided you don't have to work, but you got to delete your Instagram? They saying no. They got the husband that's going to provide them everything. He making $500,000 a year. Bought the Benz cash. You want the G63? They still saying no.
Yeah, because we've had girl we know. I asked her the same question.
That is insane.
She said she's not deleting her social media no matter what. She'll give a career. She'll have the babies she wants. She'll do anything. But then when it comes to that social media,
it's a digital significant other, bro.
She won't delete that.
That's a problem because social media is fairly new.
Yeah, and humans is that what we were like 20 years, 15 years?
I say 15 to 20. Humans have been around 100,000, a minimum of 100,000 years.
Maybe close to millions of years, I would think. This
report we'll never know. Yeah, you're right. But I say minimum 100,000 years, at least 1,000 years, people were flourishing, having families, no problem.
Yeah.
I look at some of these videos in other countries where it's masses of people. It ain't one phone in sight. It ain't one phone in sight.
Or just think about how they're talking about TikTok.
They need to get rid of it.
TikTok over here, they say different from TikTok in China.
Yeah.
They said TikTok in China only allows a child to be on TikTok 40 minutes.
Yep. And it shut down.
And they have shit like math problems.
Yeah. Constructive.
Motherfucking rocket equations and shit like that on their TikTok. They were showing. Yep. Over here, like I said, you can see a pussy, nipple print, bitches twerking, grown men on this bitch dancing and shaking their hips and shit like that. It's like, what the fuck is really going on?
Man, I'm ready for the asteroid, the Most High. Whenever you want to send it, send it.
You said we ready.
I'm ready for it. Send that asteroid, and we can start over. And we'll start over because we need it. Like it's too out of order. It's too out of order.
You were just spoiled. That's a comment. You are just spoiled. I don't know what that means.
I don't know what it means either.
But yeah, like I said, I think we're ready to
send the asteroid, man.
I think you know what. I'm gonna ask you this. Do you know what Neuralink is?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you think Elon Musk bought Twitter to be part of Neuralink?
I mean, I wouldn't put it past him. I think it was a power move.
Mm-hmm.
It was a power move, but again, that Neuralink stuff, that's a whole nother rabbit hole to go down. Like,
how long you think we got for people start chipping themselves up like that?
They already chipping themselves up in certain areas,
but like
on a mass scale,
how long?
I don't think in certain regions of America, you still have that old sovereign Confederate spirit in a lot of us. Now, that's going to die off in the next couple of years. So I could say 50 years, maybe 40. I don't think if we see it, we're going to see the beginning of it. We won't be able to really see it really flourish and take over. I don't think we'll be able to see that. I think it's going, you still got that old spirit lingering around, old principles, morals, stuff like that. People, you see how the vaccine went, like,
yeah,
a lot of people went like, nah, I ain't doing that.
I think it was split. I think it was 50-50. It just depends.
Yeah.
Like I said, there's a lot of stuff going on I see in society, and we talking about social media. So I just wanted to know, because I seen a lot of people. Idea was Neuralink is a chip that goes in your head. You can think of stuff like that, and Twitter is like the gateway of trying to see how people react and personalities and stuff people talk about and how they act and feel and feelings and shit like that. So what better platform to buy if you're trying to learn more about humans?
I can see it.
You know, so that's crazy, because basically our human consciousness is already trapped in the cell phones we have.
I always say, you want to know what a person on, you want to know how a person think, go look at their social media.
Yeah.
And then cross-referencing with the shit you don't want and see how much of that line up.
Yeah.
If your social media look like from a man, if you dealing with a chick, go pull up a chick that you know you wouldn't deal with and look at your girl and match that social media up and see how common it is. Yeah, you probably find some problems. But I digress.
You got anything else you want to say before we get up out of here?
I think we covered everything, man. It's a New Normal podcast. It's a Date Master. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you follow the Legacy Room Vintage on Instagram. Website is under construction. Looking for the new year. Got a lot of merch. Support Black colleges. You see, Black college alumni. We got the Fishman Scully's on the way. Shout out to everybody who been shopping with me. It's still holiday season. I still got some premium goods for you to cop. But I think we hit everything, man.
Yeah, make sure y'all go follow the Date Master. It's the New Normal podcast. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. We've got more and more fire topics to talk about. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe and like the video, share it as well. If you're watching on Twitter, I think I'm on Twitter right now too. Y'all make sure y'all follow the page. I'm trying to build my Twitter up. And if y'all watching right now, go to my Twitter page, Instagram, TikTok.
Hit the Twitter.
All of them is the New Normal podcast. Y'all make sure y'all go and follow it. Thanks for tuning in, and we gone.
Yes, sir.